Hello everybody and welcome back to Star Dynasties. So one thing I want to go ahead and a quick reminder that this is probably going to be the last time I stream this for the time being, not because I think the game is bad, but just because, well, one, it's an early access game, so I would kind of prefer not to burn out on it. And also it should be noted, the game's not supposed to be in early access for a super long amount of time. If I recall correctly from the roadmap that I read last stream, and assuming it's stayed the same since then, it's supposed to leave early access sometime Q3, I believe it was, of 2021. So it's not supposed to be in early access for a super long amount of time. It's something like, what, basically somewhere between 3 and 6 months, more or less. So yeah, but I'm also able to admitting that the game has some areas that need work. For example, anyone who watched the stream last time or the VOD for it, you'll remember that we got an event from the Ramsey Union basically telling us to step down and give up our capital. And because in this game you only directly control a single system, which is your capital, if we had done that, it would have been game over for us, and the game would have said, hey, do you want to just play as a different family, or do you want to quit? And that event popping up confused me to the point where I didn't even think of checking to see the event history that pops up. That little bar graph looking thing that you can hover over and it tells you all about the history of that event and what led up to it. That I didn't think I'd actually check that to figure out why we were getting hit with that event. But my guess at the time, as a reminder, was that the Ramsey Union was wanting to make peace with the Fowler planets. And to do that, they decided to try and use me as their sacrificial pawn to make that peace agreement. Again, that was my guess as to how that all was working out. So, the fact of the matter is, that's a silly event in my opinion. The player will literally never, well, maybe not necessarily literally, but will 99.99999% of the times say no to the demand of that event. Because who in their right mind is going to say yes to that? So yeah, again, the game has areas that need some work. And again, I am willing and able to admit that is the case. So I kind of hope to see exactly how they improve upon those areas that, like I said, could stand to have some work done in the future. So let's see. Okay, so this doesn't really mean anything. I don't know why this is popping up. I have no interactions I can do here. Okay, well, so I can champion somebody's claim, but I'm already at war with these guys, so it's a little silly. Also, I believe that's the person who had wanted me to press their claim, and then I told them no, because I wasn't wanting to... Well, I was already at war with them anyway, so there was no reason for me to say yes, I believe. I don't know, there's some weird shit going on. I honestly don't recall. We have nothing we can really do this turn as far as I can tell. So we'll just go ahead and continue on. Duchess Emile Knox has invited us to a feast for her coronation, sure. I'm not particularly good at the whole military thing. So, again, send my brother husband to do it. Equally matched. Fight aggressively. I'm guessing he lost. Your first cousin has demanded that Archon Marin Wood press Archon Consort Madrona Wood's claim to rule my capital. And he's refused. Interesting. What's this? So, who's attacking you? You're the Baron. Who the hell are you? Are you just some random person in his family? No, you're from a different house. You are a part of our coalition. You are part of his clan. Well, no. We're all part of the same clan. Are you, let's see. You are a claimant. You are from a noble house within there. And you are getting... Okay, well, this is all the more reason for me to support. The Baron of Al-Nayat is providing support to the rebellion. So I have literally no reason to say no to providing support to the Baron who's currently in charge. And I'll be able to contribute a fairly significant fleet, and this potentially opens up an assault on Al-Nayat within the next couple of turns, assuming that we get a decisive victory in which we crush their fleet with taking minimal losses. I'll send my heiress. Okay. Bevis Galloway has refused. Okay. Traitorous bastards. The rebellion failed. Yeah, I don't know what you expected me to do about that. This? Archon Noxo or Kozo's attempt to depose Duchess Vondilla Wiggins has led to rebellion. Yeah, interesting. That leaves the Archon open for an attack. I have a great chance of victory there. This, Lady Vondra Woods has demanded that your brother press Captain Gabe Woods' claim to rule Arkhab. Oh, there. Good luck with that one. Yeah, brother refused. Not surprised. And of course my brother is asking for support. Now, I don't have any real support I can provide him, so he's probably going to lose that no matter what. Let me read this, so... In which case your house's military will join the fleet. At least one of your vassals can reach Delta Pavonis. Your brother will have the right to call them to arms, contributing 11 bombers, 30 interceptors, and 13 frigates to the fleet. At least one of your vassals has no access, but it is possible your brother will negotiate, yada yada yada. Okay, but how much support can I provide? If I'm reading this right, I have no access, and thus, even if he negotiates passage, I can't provide any support. I can accept his request just so I don't get the negative of denying his request, but he's not actually going to get any help from me from looking at this. I'm guessing he kept control. Now, sadly, that apparently did not actually open Al-Nayat up to an assault. But it did apparently leave our capital very undefended. You need to get married. Anyone good? You got a claim on anything? Nope. You got a claim on anything? Nope. Do you? Somebody's got a claim on something. Again, this is a case where if you had... This is another change I would like. Something on the UI to indicate if somebody has a claim on something. You have a claim on... Russell Gethy. Where is that? Well, I guess I can just figure out where the hell you are. No, give me this. Center on there. Okay. Ah, right there. Okay, that's not too bad, I guess. Potentially useful. Okay, so you're the only one who has a claim on anything. The reality is, though, I'm not going to be pressing that claim, because like I said, this will probably be the last part. So it really doesn't matter. I'll just go with you. We'll act like we're actually doing this, but yeah, that's not happening. I need to set somebody to monitor my vassals, so... Ooh, damn, you're good at this. Holy crap, you are good at this. Hey, I know I just put you in charge. But, she is so much better at the job. So you're just gonna have to get over it. Is there anybody better at this job, out of curiosity? There is. But that requires having my brother husband stop being the head of the military. Which I don't think I have any good options for replacing him, so we're just gonna have to leave that as is, I guess. So I could champion that claim, but the reality is I do not think I could actually successfully assault there. No. No, I'm pretty sure I would not be able to successfully assault there. No matter how much I wish I could. So I need you to stop complaining, so I'm going to send my daughter to improve relations with you. You are now considered to be a credible, legitimate ruler of the Weaver Coalition. Wonderful. We're no longer considered an upstart for whatever that ends up being worth. Oh. Quit fighting over Vega, people. You really gotta stop. Okay. You've charged him with dealing with her crimes. Next to your silvered son, your first cousin seems to respect you more. Yeah, blood is everything. I have an obligation to punish you. But I have no means of punishing you. So, how about that? I'll just charge somebody else with dealing with it because I, like I said, cannot do it. So, are you willing to join me now? No? Okay, that's fine, I guess. I have somebody here doing that. Okay, yeah. Thought I had somebody there working on that, but evidently they are not doing a whole hell of a lot. You would be such an easy victory. I just don't know if I want to do it. That's the issue, is I just don't know if I want to do it. I mean, I don't think it leaves me open at all, realistically. Because I'm not at war with this guy, so he's not going to be able to attack me. And the forces I would deploy to assault you, I don't think would include anything up here, realistically, so it's... I think I could do it, I really do. Let's just go ahead and do a save. Now, how do you feel about me, out of curiosity? You kind of like me, so I might be inclined to just sort of leave you in power. depending on how you behave. Oh god, okay, that's actually quite a few forces. But you're the best bet. You're also very nice. Anybody else I bring in is sort of more likely than not to result in you being informed. Now, the reality is, it's unlikely that anybody will support you. That's the thing, however. Because Duchess Vondilla Wiggins hates you because you attempted to depose her. These guys can't get to you because they have to go through her territory. These guys probably aren't going to help you, and they'd have to go through my territory anyway. So I think this is more than enough to deal with you. Let's launch the attack. She hired a shit ton of mercenaries, because of course she does. What do you got as abilities? You have 2 things that counter rearguard interceptors, so we're not going to use those. In fact, I really don't have a lot of particularly good abilities to use here, so tactical abandon policy. It's the best I got. That's quite a bit of damage we did to her. If we can repeat that, we easily win. Oh, she got the better roll this time. The only things I have left are decreases of damage taken and damage dealt by all of the interceptors I have, which are the vast majority of my forces, so... do I just want to do a regular attack? I think so. Because I don't have a reason to counter these. Well... she's getting a, depending on exactly how the math works out, potentially a minus 60% to damage taken by interceptors. You know what? I think I am going to counter those. Get rid of them. Get them off the table. Bad roll for me. Defender won, even though she realistically should not have won. In my opinion, I do not think she should have won that. She just happened to get some really lucky BS rolls. So next time we will go ahead and attack, because I can't attack again this turn. I do not have enough action points, and even if I did, I do not have anywhere near enough action points to call in a sufficiently large enough force. Who are you being attacked by? Okay, you're being attacked by... I don't... You're being attacked from inside. I am not gonna get involved. Well, I'm not gonna... Oh, never mind. I read that wrong. I'm not gonna help you attack my vassal, but I will help my vassal defend against you. Oh, and some shit's going down in Delta Pavonis. My brother wants help putting down a rebellion being led by Lady Bernard. I guess I have to help you. good. They just made my life a little bit easier. They managed to attack her but failed. Oh god, no. Yes, warn the Baron. Give me money and I might help you. Beyond that, I'm staying out. Really? Now my chances of attacking there is even. Really? That? No. Game? No. You know that doesn't make any sense. Okay then, we'll plan an attack there. Send our daughter to do it. And we'll just wait. Meantime, have somebody rebuild the fleet here. And have somebody improve our infrastructure. There's literally no reason for me to reveal any of my secrets. That makes no sense. Where is that? Up there. Okay, they wouldn't do anything for me if I revealed that information. In charge Archon Cid Madden with avenging my first cousin's husband. Or, yeah, my first cousin's husband. God, your relationship is so weird. With avenging his crimes. Exactly what will happen for that is anybody's guess, really. Sure, I'll go ahead and ask. No idea if he's actually going to go through with it. I can offer you peace, but that doesn't make sense, and if anything, I should be demanding your subjugation. Baroness Vega has managed to catch Archon Marin Woods' agent, negotiator Rory Wood, spreading dissent in Vega. Wonderful. Is it... Yeah, I'm assuming that's some dude within the house is there? Yep. I'll help you, but I really don't want to. There's a number of reasons I really don't want to help. That's my daughter who literally just came of age. Give me 60 monies and I'll do it. And I don't care to attend. Attempted to attack Arcturus and failed. And now they're attacking Spica, and they succeeded. No, don't care to attend the feast. I am way too busy dealing with other things to care about that. Now, I believe the way offer peace works in this game is it basically just results in a white peace. I don't think it even asks you what type of peace do you want to offer. Yeah. So we're not doing that. Let's try this again. I'll lead the assault myself. And you know what? Just to ensure success, I'm gonna hire a shit ton of mercenaries. And she hires a shit ton of mercenaries, more than the ones I have. Okay, or, you know, maybe not, game. Maybe not. Yep, I figured that was gonna happen. Because of course that's the way that would work. Yeah, that just ain't gonna fucking work. Like, what the hell? How much money is she just sitting on all day? Yeah, apparently she just literally sits on money all fucking day. Yeah, no. I don't know how the hell the AI has so much money. It really makes no sense, to be honest. So, you know what? Screw it. Here, you can have peace. At this point, I just don't give enough of a shit. I really don't. At this point, I just can't be bothered. I really can't be. Of course, and now they're attacking me. Well, screw you too, buddy. Game, I have literally no one else I can ask. I don't know why you give me a pass option. I don't think he has anyone else he can ask either. So I can make some demands that'll make him choose not to. But no. Screw it. I have an 88% chance of success. Is the naive chance, at least. If I were to succeed at this, that opens up Al Nayat, in theory. It should. It probably won't, because of course it won't. But it should. You have Blitz. If I were him, I would probably expect him to use Blitz as his opening attack. Yep. We'll do another tactical abandon policy. And rearguard interceptors. We won, and despite that, you would expect that that would have opened Al Nayat up to be a very easy target. Apparently, that's not the case. I don't know who these two people are and why you're asking me if it's okay. Oh, because apparently that guy's my brother. Right, okay, sure. I honestly do not care. But it's hard for you to levy a fine against me considering I am literally broke. Okay, now I'm pretty sure the game's gonna be lying to me here. But the game seems to believe that I have a pretty good chance of success at attacking Al Nayat. If all of us throw everything that we can call in, I have a 94% chance of victory. I in no way believe that that is accurate. So, you were willing to say yes, but now for some reason you want to say no. And I'm not quite sure as to the logic there. That's all I can call in, and that's all he can call in, I'm pretty sure. So, again, let's see, he has flexibility, which is a... whatever those are supposed to be. I'm assuming damage is what that's supposed to be, but honestly, I got no idea. If I were him, again, I would use that as my opening move, so we'll do a tactical abandon policy. And that is, in fact, what he did. Another tactical abandon policy. Ah, shit, he countered all my stuff. I don't know what it is with these very low rolls that we're getting. Win. How do you feel about me? You don't like me. Do I have anybody who has a claim there? I believe somebody did. Or, you know, at least used to. You have a claim. You can have it. I don't care. daughter, go monitor vassals. So we don't get the penalty for having too many local vassals. I'll be honest, Toryuki, I'm probably mispronouncing that. I also am struggling a little with some of the aspects of the game. Part of it is just because it doesn't do a particularly great job of explaining some parts, and some of the events, I'll be honest, I think are kind of BS. So I sadly can't really help you too much there. Oh, nobody's gonna care that they were... Oh, God. Just stop with the damn rebellions every other turn. No, I'm not gonna help you overthrow somebody. Yes, go levy the fine. If I have reason to do it, do it. Oh, you decided to finally make peace with me for some reason. Wonderful. Oh, another frickin' rebellion, because of course. Okay, you guys decided to break off and do your own thing now for some reason. I'm very confused as to why that is. Why do you... Really? Why? What? Do you guys just not get along? Oh yeah, you guys don't really get along. Well, he likes you, but you hate him. For some reason. And annoyingly, the fact that I have to drag his portrait down here for her feelings thing to stay the same, and that's assuming it even does. Sometimes it doesn't. It's supposed to, at least. God. This whole system of being able to look at the opinions of things could work so much better. Like, just remember that his portrait is the last portrait I looked at. And only once I hover over somebody else's portrait do you switch to showing their relations. Because I want to see exactly why you hate him, but I can't. Because every time I move off, you switch to somebody else. It only stays if I put him in the first slot, so there's literally no reason to have any of the other slots. Yeah, I've got to agree. Military seems like it's the only particularly useful stat. The other ones, at least when it comes to your own character, military is the way to go. The other ones don't really seem to matter as much. So, why do you hate him? You hate his personality. Well, but aren't both of you sickly? Yeah, so that's a silly reason to complain. And he's dull. I can kind of get that. And apparently living with him is terrible. For some reason. I don't know why, it just is. I'm gonna refuse because I have no benefit for saying yes. Good luck with that, dude. I'm probably not gonna press those claims. You can charge me with doing anything you want, and I'm probably not gonna actually take care of it, because at this point, I don't really care. 29% chance of success. And I tried to attack you before. And just... You are sitting on ludicrous amounts of money to the point where you just hire a ton of mercenaries. I don't know where the mercenaries come from, I'll be honest. In this case. Because the implication from some aspects of the UI seems to indicate that mercenaries come from that system and maybe the surrounding systems as well. So I don't know how you managed to have that many mercenaries you were able to hire. Because, in theory, the people in my systems want to go to war with you. And the people in this system also wanted to go to war with you. So they would be more inclined to help me beat you in a battle than they would be to help you stay in power. Is at least what I would think. Yeah, I don't care about what's going on down here. I'm just gonna refuse all your invitations, because, God, I need you to stop spamming me. So there's protesters are complaining about the injustice of the rulers and are getting more and more riled up if we do not do something. I didn't realize unrest was high game. You didn't indicate this in any way. And this is... I'm not the type of person who's gonna pull up the rebellion risk of my province, or in this case, system, every turn just to see how they're doing. I would expect that you would indicate more in preferably better ways and earlier if there starts to be issues. So in this case, I can spend some of the money that I do not really have to give them stuff. Someone else can speak to the crowd, promising them that things will get better. I can send my heiress to do that. And she has a 65% chance of success. Or let's nip this in the bud, send in our peacekeeping forces to break up the crowd. That is very unlikely to succeed in a way that is good. And I'd rather not give up the little bit of money we have. So... let's just have our heiress go get up on a podium and tell them things will get better. Trust us. I understand you're all starving to death, but it'll get better. Just believe me. And then in 10 turns, things won't get any better. Also, really, a 35... if she fails, our infrastructure level goes down by 2. I wonder if they realize that if our infrastructure level goes down, I'm less able to support them. And thus, they're more likely to have issues. And of course, she somehow, with a 65% chance of success, rolls the 35% failure. So we're down 2 infrastructure on our capital now, and when I'm in the process of trying to build some more. What do you want? You want Delta Pavonis. How about you go shove it up yourself? Yeah, family's growing, wonderful. You want Delta Pavonis. Really, you may accept if I tell you give me 50 money. Again, no, why? Also, okay, no. The game seemed to have zoomed further south for some reason, but it's you. So technically you are allowed to own it. Okay, whatever. Damn it. I was in the middle of rebuilding my fleet. Thank you. Thank you for deciding to croak at that exact moment in time. Oh, okay. I guess he was doing it elsewhere. Never mind. Not that big of a deal. What do we have for here? God, you all suck at this. I don't think I've ever had that event for chasing the bandits. It's also possible that I just am failing to remember it, but I don't think I ever have had that event. Who are you? You're 28. Is there a reason you're not married, out of curiosity? Also, is there a reason that only now am I being notified that you're not married? Were you living somewhere else in the past, and now all of a sudden you're living with me. Is that the reason? Yeah, I'm not seeing anything being labeled as son or daughter or anything here, so I'm assuming you were living somewhere else, were never married, and now for some reason I control your marriage. Honestly, I really don't care about you, and I don't care to waste the action points getting you married to somebody random, especially because this is probably the last time I'm going to stream this for the time being. Is my doctor... Oh, of course she is. Okay. You. Oh, no. God. I wanted you to provide medical attention to yourself, or get medical attention, but... Can you provide medical attention to yourself? Are you that good? No? Of course not. Okay, you go provide medical attention to, our diplomat. Where is it? You get medical attention from our administrator. Because that all makes perfect sense. We're just gonna have them all trade places for providing medical care. I know, game, I have too many direct vassals, but I don't care to deal with it, to be honest. I really don't. Just continue on. Good. Lost interest in him. I don't know why we had any interest in him, to be honest. Oh, wonderful. Rebellion. You have a 75% chance of success, and it'll improve your technology by 20. Go ahead. I've always succeeded at this event. I've never failed it. For some reason. And I've always seemed to have had a 75% chance of success. Oh, wonderful. We might actually be able to attack our cousins, or whatever the hell they are, again. Please refuse her. You did it before. You've handed it over to him. When the hell did you get all this? Okay. I don't know when you expanded out to here, but apparently you did it. A bunch of people are just randomly dying. I mean, the game's not telling me it's under suspicious circumstances, but I kind of get the feeling it probably is. Wonderful. Oh, did it take that long or something for me to react, or does it just not matter? And your health will just always never fully recover. Which doesn't quite make a lot of sense, if we're being honest. Depending on what your illness was, you would fully recover. I mean, I understand this is future where things went wrong and humans have forgotten lots and lots of their technology and everything, but really? Your health is gonna stay bad for the rest of your life? Really? I forgot to send somebody to plan the attack. Son-in-law, you do that. Because my husband-brother is the best leader that I have for our fleets. Oh yeah, I know. I know. There are some diseases that you will never fully recover from, but the vast majority of diseases, I'm pretty sure you do recover from at the end of the day. Once you've gotten it treated. It's just a small handful that are bad enough. that you don't manage to recover. I have a 68%, 68% chance. So unless and I've never really paid too much attention to exactly how that works, but unless all you've been you are ill in this game are one of those really bad ones that you don't fully recover from, which is certainly the case. The game doesn't tell you, it just says that they're ill. Also, apparently you got better, but the game didn't tell me you got better. I don't know why the game didn't tell me you got better. Also, can I tell you this? Here it is. Neither of them need medical attention anymore, so just stop it. Oh yes, I need to crack down on stuff here. Which of course costs money that I don't have a lot of. Send my brother husband to deal with it. Yeah, I believe I'm on medium taxes. Yeah. I mean, I suppose technically low has its potential uses, but generally you're just better off with more money. But I don't think going to high makes a whole lot of sense. Because I think that penalty will be too bad. No, I don't believe I had the rebellious trait on my original ruler or anything. It's just, for some reason, and it just seems to be my luck with a lot of games like this, I regularly have to deal with rebellions, no matter what I do. There's just always rebellions. Either in my own territory or in somebody else's territory. I believe my original ruler... Well, there we go. Where are we? Oh god, Okay, here I am, right now. So I believe you were my original. I believe your trait that I gave you to balance out stuff was that we were an upstart duke. Earlier this stream, we got rid of that. We ruled for long enough that we no longer have that penalty. Oh, you stopped monitoring vassals. Holy crap. Were you always the one I had monitoring vassals? I thought it was my daughter who was doing that, but apparently you are really good at that job. Yeah, you keep doing that, thank you. Or I guess start doing it now, because I guess you weren't doing it before. Okay, that's rebuilding the fleet. I need to do this one more time to balance back out the infrastructure that we lost previously. So, daughter, you go take care of that. It'll take you 3 turns. And now I'm broke. No. Why would you find enchanting the guy that we were at war with for probably about 5, maybe 10 years? I really don't recall when we were at war with him. And honestly, I don't really recall why it started. It was one of those stupid events that I got that I just said, why would I ever say yes to that? That resulted in me going to war with him, or him going to war with us, one of the two. Wonderful. Of course, the redhead decides to punch my daughter in the nose. After a He did a game of laser ball. Oh, wonderful. They're having issues there. Now, do I really want to support you? Because the reality is, you're kind of a dick. You were demanding Delta Pavonis before. I don't really want to help you. So, if you want me to help you, give me money. Of course not. Okay. Now... Okay, and I can't read that event because the UI got screwed up there for some reason. Okay, before I forget with all these 1,000,001 different events popping up, these guys should not be able to become vassals of one another, I would think. You know, you should be required to have some sort of connection, even if it's a snaking connection like what we have with the Madden clan. But that is apparently not the case. So, if I went to war to take this stuff, I would technically be declaring war on the Ramirez Quadrant, all the way up to the north, who can literally not help their vassal who is currently in a war. Why would you... Why? If you're going to become... The point of becoming a vassal of somebody is that they are obligated to help you should you get into a fight. In theory, you would want that person to be somebody that you could, oh, I don't know, actually rely on for support. So in this case, your best option, because you're surrounded on all sides by some member of the Madden clan, would to become a vassal of somebody within the Madden clan, or maybe the Riley planets as well. That might also work depending on who you're worried about, if it's me or the Bernard Guild. Though theory would be just me because I'm the only one who borders you between those two, but nonetheless. So, who the hell wants support now? Oh, of course. The Baroness of Vega is attempting to attack the Baron of Captilum Star. Or, yeah. Captain's Star, however the hell it's pronounced. I'm not going to help you. Yes, I'm going to warn you. Oh, and we're about to lose that colony because their infrastructure's gotten low enough as a result of them constantly being raided by one of their neighbors. God, I hate my vassals. Okay, you're offering me that. But I will owe you a debt. I mean, I'm fine with taking it, because it helps protect me. You know, and that was originally my territory at the start, but for some reason the guy decided to rebel and join the neighbors. And then I got him back. And then he did it again. Because of course he does. Do I want to have to owe Duchess McPherson? I wonder if favors transfer between family members. Because if not, there's always the option of her having an accident, falling down the stairs or something. Maybe falling out a window, I don't know. But sure, you know what? I'll take it. I'll deal with it. It helps defend my capital. Sure, I'll attend the marriage. Brother, husband goes, equally matched, fight aggressively. Oh, you won that, I'm surprised. The Archon has a better chance of success than you. Go ahead, fight aggressively, and you lost. Okay, and those guys are having some issues. I don't care to attend the feast that you hold for the birth of somebody. Yep, good luck to you, Toriyuki. Oh, you will accept that. That's... Okay, you'll refuse, but you'll accept. I'm taking you, yeah. I don't care if that pisses people off. Oh good, we lost interest in him. No, you don't gotta get closer to him. Wonderful, new combat tactic. Will not support you. Why do I have that? I'm sorry, what? Baroness Avery Orzoko is demanding support in the combat at Calf, and is threatening to rebel if I say no. I mean, I was gonna help you anyway. I have literally no reason to say no. At least no good reason to say no. Oh, and Delta Pavonis has gone derelict. Nope. I will warn the Baron, and I will help the Baron. Duchess McPherson wants my allegiance in a rebellion against the Madden clan. You know what? I'll be honest. I think you have a half-decent chance of success. So, give me some money that I can use to help me win. Or that I can use for other things that I really need it for. And yeah. Wonderful. Okay, you said no. I figured I'd give you a chance. Do not have the money for that. Okay, you're not doing anything. But I don't have enough action points for that. Need to quell more unrest in our capital. Yes, I will help the Baron. Because there's really no good reason for me to say no to him. This will put me at war. At the very least with the Wiggins colonies. In theory, I think it might also put me to war with the Ramirez quadrant, but I'm not 100% certain on that one. The only reason I would do this if it's a... The only reason I would do this is if I expected the Duchess of Magrez to actually agree to become my vassal afterwards, which I know is not going to happen. So give me money. Holy shit, she actually gave me the money, which means I need to support her, which I did not want to do, all things considered. And the Wiggins colony won, which I'm not surprised by. Okay, well now I'm not able to help in the... well, actually in any of the wars going on. Okay, I'm not allowed to demand your allegiance, however, apparently. Despite the fact that you're independent. I can offer my allegiance, but that's not what I want. I want you to become mine. Give me your land. Oh well. Apparently that's just how this is gonna work. Either way, that opens up Delta Pavonis fairly safely to be able to be rebuilt. Got some vassals that don't like me. They're just gonna have to get over it. Ah, Conrad. Where the hell's Conrad? Oh, you. Dude, I'm gonna rebuild your infrastructure, so just chill. Equally matched, fight normally. Equally matched, fight normally. Baroness has a slight favor. Or slight favor to win, rather. Oh, and somebody was killed. That's a shame. And this is the event we got before, where it is being demanded that we step down and transfer rule of our territory over to some other random dude who's not even a part of our family, so I don't know why the hell they think I would ever say yes. So I can start a rebellion, or I can just step down and declare independence, which I assume doesn't automatically result in them declaring war on me, but means there's a better than not chance that they will declare war on me. Now, how long? This stream's only been going for a little over an hour 10. I was gonna say, maybe we just say screw it, because this is, like I said, probably the last time I'm streaming this for a little while. The game, aspects of it need more work. They really do. It's not a bad game, but aspects of it need more work. And I'm hopeful that they'll be there come the future. Come the full release sometime later this year. But for now, yeah. But again, it's a little early to be ending it. But the reality is, I don't think we're going to be doing anything else. If I decide to just continue on as is. I really don't. I mean, technically we're at war with the Madden clan, but I can't do anything against them. Technically we're at war with the Wiggins colonies, but I can't do anything against them either. Refusing will put us at war with the McPherson Kingdom, and will probably result in me not being able to do anything against them either. We made peace with the Wood Coalition, so I can't really do anything against them, and even if we weren't currently at peace, I wouldn't really be able to do anything against them either. I just don't have the manpower. I do not have the sheer number of action points, or even personnel, necessary to properly rebuild my fleet in a timely manner, especially when all of my vassals constantly decide to rebel. Why did they decide to rebel? Oh, because so-and-so looked at me funny. Because I wanted to go and raid my neighbor's province. Or, well, system, rather, not province, but whatever, you know what I mean. I'll be honest, the sheer number of rebellions and infighting that occurs in this game is... It puts Crusader Kings to shame, to be honest. And Crusader Kings is pretty bad about having a lot of infighting. But Crusader Kings tends to be a little bit better at having it mostly occur in the background, in that a lot of it tends to happen through the use of assassinations or intrigue and things like that, rather than openly declaring war on your neighbor because you want their land. Particularly when we're talking about between the AI. Obviously, between the player and an AI, it's often a lot more out in the open. But between AI, it's actually not out in the open nearly as much as it seems to be in this game. And part of that's probably just because this game doesn't have an intrigue system, really, on the same level as Crusader Kings to be able to help use that method instead. Because I don't think it's particularly practical in this game. I've not really looked into it, but I kind of, based off what I've observed, I don't think it's particularly practical to try and use the assassinate everybody in the line of succession to gain the throne is a particularly valid option like it actually is in Crusader Kings. I've done it before. Hell, I've conquered entire empires. I had one campaign way back in the day in CK2 that I was playing where I was playing as somebody in England, and I managed to form the Empire of Britannia. And I somehow managed to inherit the entirety of France because I guess I had a marriage going at some point with the King of France that I just kind of forgot about. And so when the King of France just randomly died in a battle, one of my children ended up inheriting the entire kingdom and were very easily able to become my vassal. Thus, I effectively won at that point because nobody in Crusader Kings is really able to put up with the might that is a combined Empire of Britannia and Kingdom of France military. But again, I don't think that whole assassinate everybody in the line of succession is going to be a particularly valid option in this game. At least from what I've seen, it doesn't seem like it'll work. So we're going to tell the McPherson Kingdom to go pound sand. Of course, they're going to declare war on us, but they're not going to attack us. I don't have the means to attack them, so we're just going to go... Oh, fuck you. As I was going to say, we're just not going to do anything, but evidently that's not going to be the case because this guy decided all of a sudden, I'm going to stab you in the back and go to the, however the hell that's pronounced, kingdom, along with Cav. So again, now we are incapable of attacking anybody that we're at war with. We're going to sit here twiddling our thumbs more or less for the next half hour is effectively how this match would go. So, honestly, I'm inclined to just say let's end it here. I really am. Because nothing's going to happen. We're technically at war with two people. I say technically. We are in fact at war with two people. The technicality of it, however, is the fact that we are not able to actually fight at all. Okay, there we go. Problem solved. Nope. Okay, nobody else I can do this to. So, in theory, I can attack Heze here, and I should be fairly successful at it. So, sure, let's go ahead and 99% chance of success. I consider that really damn good. So, never mind. Looks like we will not be twiddling our thumbs for the next hour and a half because the game has decided to grace us by allowing me to vassalize the Orozco Quadrant. which is not something I expected to be able to do, because let's be real here, that was unlikely to ever actually be possible. I will go ahead and lead the army, because why not? I will bring you. Okay. And I'm out of action points. It's a little closer than I would like, but I still think we have a pretty good chance of success looking at her abilities. Oh, the two most likely things that, well, I say two most likely, it's the only two options she really has besides just a regular old attack, is to do a push, which we do have a means of countering, or to do a tactical abandon policy, which we do not have a means of countering. If I were to make a guess, I would be inclined to say she's going to use a push. But the issue is, I only have one attempt at this. So the question is, do I use it early on when I know she can do a second push later, or do I wait until she's used both pushes and then I can counter both? But by that point it's round 3 and I kind of have to hope I'm still winning for that to actually be successful at all. Let's go ahead and hit her with a flexibility because we have mostly interceptors in this fleet. And she did a tactical abandon policy, which of course counters our thing. And she gets a magical roll of 49 because of course she does. Let's just retreat because fuck it, we're not winning this. Might as well try to minimize losses, which doesn't really happen anyway. So we're going to go back to twiddling our thumbs for the next half hour. I honestly don't give a shit at this point. I've already said how this campaign's going to go. But I do not care at all. Okay, and I am charged with dealing with some stuff, but I'm not allowed to deal with them. So, that's... Oh, nope, never mind. Game opened up the wrong damn menu because of course it does. Hit you with a fine. How dare you do the thing that benefited me? Again, how dare you do the thing that benefits me? And again. And I can't do it anymore. Yep, I'm not championing any of that crap. So I can offer to become a vassal of the Riley planets, not that that would matter in any way. Also, I don't know why we are apparently now failing to be able to defend Al Nayat, but evidently that is now the case, because reason. Demand that Archon Marin would honor the Weaver Coalition's claim to be the master of the Wood Coalition and become his vassal. If demand is not accepted, you will declare war. Well, if I had any hope of succeeding there, I would do it, but that is not going to happen. Who was in charge of it previously? And are they still alive? And if not, is there somebody else I can place in charge of it? Again, this is a change I would like to see. I don't see a good reason for why there is not some indication here that somebody has a valid claim. There's no reason that you can't have that. It would make perfect sense. Because just look at what I have to do now. Because I don't know who has a claim to it. I have to go through here one by one, see if anybody has a claim on it, and if not, find somebody random to give it to. And I'm getting the feeling nobody has a rightful claim to rule Delta Pavonis. So... Yep, nobody has a rightful claim to rule it. So, then the question becomes, who do I give it to? Well, the only options I really have are people who, in theory, like me. In which case, we'll give it to our brother. He likes me, he's not doing anything important, so yeah, he can have it. And Delta Pavonis needs its infrastructure improved. Go ahead. The fact that you didn't give me a pop-up for saying you succeeded, I'm going to assume means you failed. Okay, for some reason you decided to rebel against me. There was no indication that you had problems with me in the past. I mean, I understand realistically we didn't get along, but nonetheless, you never once indicated that you had a problem with me. You know what, fuck it. I don't care. By the time anything bad will happen, I'll be done streaming this for now. I can demand you become my vassal again. We agreed to bury the hatchet. Right, yeah, that's totally what we did. Oh, you apparently are now a vassal of the Madden clan. So, okay, that's a thing. I can offer you that. I have no reason for why I would, because I already know how this would turn out if I were to do it. We're just going to go ahead and focus on rebuilding the local fleets down there in the south. Not that it matters, because by the time they're in any way combat effective, this stream will be over. I already know that, but hey, we can still act like we care. Oh, wonderful. Well, that was Al Nayat, actually, I think, so never mind. That oh, wonderful is completely sarcastic. Oh, hey. That doesn't actually benefit me. I mean, in theory it should, but it doesn't. I don't really care. You can have any marriages you guys want, because at this point, any negative consequences that could potentially arise are going to be irrelevant by the time they arise. I'm going to send my daughter to improve relations with you, so maybe you'll say yes to joining me. Not that I expect that you ever will, but hey, you never know. Are you married? You are. Have my husband go plan an attack on Heze. Again, we'll act like we care, but we all know that I'm not actually going to be attacking Heze again. Wonderful, Delta Pavonis is secure. Your first cousin. But why would I help you? So Duke Kennedy Orozco wants me to help him defend this. I have no reason to help him. It doesn't benefit me at all. In fact, I benefit more if he takes heavy losses, so I'm much more inclined to support the rebel. Preferably if the rebel still loses, of course. Sadly, the guy rebelling has apparently not, did not ask me to help him. Didn't the game say earlier that the doctor would never fully recover from her illness, and yet apparently she has fully recovered now? That makes sense. Oh, okay. You may accept if I threaten you. I'm not quite ready to go to war with you, so I figured I would just attempt the nice way of saying, hey, you should totally do this. Am I actually at war with you? Yes, I am, actually. So, okay, I guess next time we'll go and attack arm. That took forever. I guess the game's going through 1,000,001 events in the background. Can we even have a large... Oh, yes, we can. Sure. Since we're not at our house limit. So 78% chance of success there, or 98% chance of success here. Yeah, I'm gonna take the 98 game. Oh no, he found out about our attack. I don't think he's gonna have a whole lot of support that he can bring, though. This should be more than enough to succeed. Give me your allegiance and I'll retreat. And you told me no, so okay then. So you have an offensive retreat ability that you could use, or you have rearguard interceptors, which I think I'm going to go ahead and counter your rearguard interceptors. Because that's what I would expect you to use, but we'll see. Yes, it is. So we're going to counter one another for this first attack, which is fine. The ball will still be in our court. Advanced flexibility, that should destroy him. And there we go. Oh, he died. Now, I have... Okay, I was gonna say, I have no reason to take you off the throne, but evidently, I have all the reason to take you off the throne. Apparently, you hate me. I'm gonna assume it has something to do with the whole "your father died" thing. Well, officially no, that is not the reason you hate me. But I don't think I have anybody else I can really put in charge that actually has a claim to the territory. I'll just put you in charge, because honestly at this point I don't care. Hey, you should totally join me. Trust me, you'll be safe. I say when I know he's probably not going to be. So am I actually able to punish any of these guys, game, or no? Because I know you like to tell me that I should punish some of these people, but then I actually can't. Yeah, that would seem to be the case. The Date Collective, I don't even think exists anymore, do they? Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Date Collective literally doesn't exist anymore, so I don't know how I'm still accountable for grievances from them. Lady, I think this is the third time that you provided proof that Archon McPherson is conducting inhumane scientific experiments on them. You've done it again, twice in the same turn. You're leading a rebellion. I don't want to go to war with them, so I'm gonna say no. And I'm not gonna warn him. If you succeed, good for you. Piss off. No thanks. No. But how could he be in an intimate relationship with me if I've literally never interacted with the dude? Like, holy crap, you realize how little sense that makes, right, game? Apparently I have a pretty good shot of succeeding in a war against, or in a battle against you. However, the thing is, that would take up pretty much all my military power up here in the north. And gets me in a war with the Sutton Alliance. Which is all part of the Bar Kingdom. So no thanks. Not right now. Maybe next time. I don't know. We'll see. We're at 78% there. Are you willing to come peacefully? Still no. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, more proof. Holy, I mean, how much evidence do you have of that? If you become my vassal, I'll give it to you. Yeah, I figured you'd say no to that. If you become my vassal, I will... Yeah. My husband is dead. Oh no, whatever shall I do? Oh, the Wood Alliance has declared war on us. What do you want? You want a marriage. You know what? 20 gold. You said yes. Okay. No thanks. Apparently my character is sleeping around with people, and I'm not being told that I have the option of sleeping around with these people. So I'm just randomly being hit with a, "You've been sleeping around with so-and-so." Have I? I didn't know that. So, this time it started sort of picking up speed, and of course then it started going back downhill again at the end. Like I said, I believe this will be the last time I stream this for the time being. Again, not because the game is bad, but just because the fact of the matter is the game is in early access for somewhere between another 3 and 6 months. Was it? Yeah, 3 and 6 months I believe it was, because it's supposed to release sometime Q3 2021 if I'm recalling correctly on the roadmap. So that should be, like I said, yeah, somewhere in the sort of 3 to 6 month-ish time frame, depending on exactly how close to Q4 they want to cut it. But yeah, it's not a bad game. It has its issues. It doesn't do a great job of explaining some mechanics. You have some events that are just like a why. I mean, hey, we literally got the same frickin' event again this stream. We got it last stream and this stream. Telling us, hey, you step down and give ownership of all your land to some random person. But again, game, me as the human player, why would I ever say yes to that? That event makes no sense whatsoever, in my opinion. Absolutely none. I can see me being able to offer it to the AI. I can see players potentially being able to offer it between each other if the game gets multiplayer. I don't believe it currently has that. I believe it is single player only right now, and I don't know if there's any plans to expand in the future to include multiplayer. But the reality is that is an event that, generally speaking, no player is going to say yes to, especially if offered by an AI. If it's offered by another player, they could be inclined to do it potentially, but the reality is they probably would still say no. So I don't know why that event is even in, because no player is going to say yes to that in 99% of cases. The only one who would ever say yes to that would be an AI. And even then, at that point, if you're able to get the AI to say yes to that, it's probably because you're already fighting them or you're a much stronger opponent than them. So why would they say no? You get what I mean? No player is going to say yes to that, and if you're able to force the AI to say yes, well, the AI was probably only ever going to say yes at that point, because you're probably a much stronger nation than them. So the idea of an event that says step down and give all your ownership to, give a command of all your land to so-and-so over here doesn't make a lot of sense, because nobody's going to say yes, and the AI would only ever say yes. So there's just no point in having the event at that point. You know, the only reason to ever keep it would, again, just be to offer it to the AI as a means of allowing the player to bypass the slow, arduous process of fighting a war that typically exists in a lot of games. But that's not the case in this game. So yeah, this will probably be the last time I stream this for the time being. There will be no stream next week. I don't think there will be an interruption the week after that, but I make no promises on that one. But whenever I next come back, I don't know what we'll be streaming. I believe I did put in an offer, or a request rather, to get a key for the next Stellaris expansion. Which I believe that comes out April 15th, so by the time this goes up, it'll be well past. Damn it, where is it? There it is. I'm trying to find the right bookmark. Yeah, that comes out on the 15th. So, yeah, okay, in theory, that should be just in time for the next time I would stream. Assuming I get the key, of course. If not, I'll probably end up buying it anyway. It doesn't really matter to me too much for that. I enjoy Stellaris overall. But, of course, if I can manage to save the $20 or whatever it is for a Stellaris expansion, that's always great. I don't recall how much it is for a Stellaris expansion. And I know they haven't announced the price for this one, but I believe it's around about 20 bucks normally. Where the hell is it? There it is. I'm trying to find the damn game in my Steam library and I can't find it. Because that's a major content release type thing. Oh, they already have it up for pre-order, don't they? Make sure I'm getting the names right. Yes. Okay. So yeah, it's 20 bucks. So yeah, I mean, if I can manage to save it 20 bucks, that's great. So I'll see you all next time I stream, which should presumably be the 16th of April. But until then, a goodbye and a farewell.